All right, I'm at the bottom of page 1 / top of page 2. So in the first example, you borrowed $3,500 for 2 years at 7% per annum compounded daily. How much will you owe? Okay, so when I said before that present value is going to be negative, it does depend on the scenario. So in this case, since you are borrowing $3,500, this money is coming into your possession. So that means, is that even how you spell possession? Sorry if it's a mistake. That means that present value, which is P 3,500, is going to be positive. Okay, 2 years compounded daily, so N is equal to 2, C is equal to 365. This capital N is 2 years times 365. Okay, I as a percent, you just have to write 7 down. PMT is 0 for regular compound interest questions. Future value, how much will you owe? That means you want to find out your A value, which is the same as future value. So for filling out the screen on paper, just put a question mark for now. PY and CY is the C value, so that you're going to write in 365, 365. In class, when you practice your graphing calculator, here we go, skills, 2 times 365, enter. Oh, sorry, the light is a little bit in the way. There we go. So up here I did 2 times 365, enter. It automatically calculates 730 for me. Press 7 for I, 3,500 for PV. PMT 0, future value, just leave it at 0. Don't try to put a question mark there. Doesn't matter. As soon as you enter 365 for PY, it automatically goes to the CY as well. And now scroll back up to FV, press alpha, and then enter at the bottom right of the calculator. Enter. So I pressed enter. Oops, sorry. Alpha, enter. And now I get negative 4,025.90. Make sure to round your answers to 2 decimal places. And because we're talking about money, this negative just tells us that money is leaving our possession, that we're going to have to owe that much money. Okay, so therefore we would owe $4,025.90. And if you don't believe me, then try it out with your compound interest formula, and you should see that you're going to get the exact same answer. 0.07 divided by 365 to the power of 7 times 365, or sorry, 2 years times 365. And I just put that into my calculator. Same answer, 4,025.90. See? But now that we have the TVM solver, it is much faster. Pretty good, huh? All right, let's move on to, for future value of an ordinary annuity problem, how to use the graphing calculator for that. So the formula for future value of an annuity, R times 1 plus I over C to the power of NC minus 1 in the numerator, divided by I over C. Well, your N is going to be the same as N times C again. I percent is going to be I as a percent, not a decimal. PV is actually going to be 0. You have no set principal amount. Okay. PMT is what you're gonna is the same as R from your formula, so R for PMT. Future value would be your A. PY and CY would be the same as your C value. Okay, so for future value of an ordinary annuity, PV is always going to be, generally speaking, or sorry, not generally speaking, PV will always be 0. PMT, generally speaking, will be positive. Future value, generally speaking, will be negative. Oh no, hold on, sorry. Backwards. I always mix that up for some reason. When I read the problem, it's easier. Sorry. Negative for PV, PMT rather. Future value positive. You're investing some money, so negative, and then you get that money back, so it's positive. And PY and CY will always be the same. And this time, make sure that either PMT or FV is positive and the other one is negative.